Hello everyone, it's time for the English break. Let's have this break together to learn and practice some English. Today we've got the second episode of How to Introduce Yourself and Other People series. If you want to know why we are doing this series and how important it is to learn how to introduce yourself, make sure you check out the first video. You will find the link in the description section down below. It won't take you longer than a short coffee break to watch both of them. They are quite short and easy peasy. Today, we've got two other sections, so location and job. As you know by now, I divide all my videos into smaller sections to make it more understandable and easy to learn.
Thank you.
You will see examples for each section. We will go through them together, right? So, as you can see on the screen, we are going over them very quickly now. We will take more time in just a moment. And job. All right. Okay, so after having seen all the phrases and expressions, we will get into examples. So we need to know how to put those phrases in practice. At the very end, I'll have a task for you, so make sure you watch part 1 and 2 carefully. Ready? Let's get straight into it. Welcome to English Break with Marta. On this channel, I'll encourage you to create your own English sentences, only in your short daily break. Keep the sentences you learn in one place, like a notebook or note-taking app, and come back to them anytime you want to repeat. In this way, sentences you read and sentences you write will become the sentences you speak. Okay, we've got part number 1, location. To make it even easier and more understandable, more memorable for you, you will see shorter sections after each one. So for example, with location, we've got from. I'm from, for example, Barcelona, or I'm Spanish. I come from. As you can see, I dropped a note here. It suggests a longer distance, right? For example, I come from, again, you can say Barcelona, I come from Mexico, etc. Born. I was born and raised in Barcelona. Let's stick with our Barcelona example. I was born in Barcelona, but raised in or grew up in, let's say, Madrid. Okay, present location, which means the place you're currently living in. So, for example, I spent my childhood in Paris, but now I live in Berlin. Or I grew up in Paris and lived there for most of my life. Or I lived there for 23 years. We also have another one. So, I am originally from Edinburgh, but now I live or I'm based in London. One more. I've been living in London for 3 years. There is another way of saying that. I've been living in London since, and you give the date, so 2013 or 1995. The final one related with location, so relocation, which suggests that we've changed the place. For example, I'm originally from Edinburgh, but I moved to Istanbul, let's say 5 years ago. Perfect. We've got another section, which is job. I am a teacher. I am an accountant. Second example, so 27, is the same way of saying the first one, just using slightly different words. For example, I work as a teacher, or I work as an accountant. Yeah, so we give the job title. Really helpful words if you want to say which company you're working for. So we've got at and for. I work at X company. I work for Z company. Okay, I work in sales. So now we are talking about department, for example. I work in marketing. I work in HR. I work in IT. If you own your own business, these are some really great expressions to use. So I am self-employed, or I run my own business. Fantastic. So far, you've seen 16 phrases that we can use to continue introducing ourselves. So we talked about location and job. Now we've got part number 2, so putting the expressions into practice. Let's see how 2 different characters did that. Example number 1. Hey, I'm Thomas. I'm originally from Istanbul, but now I'm based in Frankfurt. I moved to Frankfurt 3 years ago. I'm currently studying international relations and working part-time as a journalist for a small startup. Okay, now to make it even easier, you will see 3 colors, green, blue, and red. So each color belongs to a different category. For example, I'm originally from Istanbul, but I moved to Frankfurt 3 years ago, will be location, subsection, present location. Or I moved to Frankfurt 3 years ago would be relocation, right? A job. So I'm working part-time as a, and we've got the job title and place or the company startup here Thomas is working for. Example 2. Now we've got Alex. Hello, my name is Alex. I grew up in Bogota, but I have been living in Rome since 2018. I'm a product manager at X company. I'm also completing my PhD in history. We are definitely going to talk about education. Bear with me. You will see education section in the upcoming videos. And now, as we did in the previous example, colors. So here, green and red ones that stand for present location, and the red one for the job. Okay, now the final third part.
Good job!
You're going to see all the expressions, phrases we've done so far, along with example dialogue. Next to the example dialogue, there will be some space left for you, some blanks for you to fill. You can use any of the expressions or phrases we've seen so far. I've got one request for you. Make sure you drop your comments and your sample dialogue in the comment section down below. Why? Because when you write something, you are forced, to read it again. It becomes more memorable. You learn in a better way, along with helping other learners who will come visit this channel to learn. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a few seconds after first dialogue, then after the second one, you can hit the pause button and take as much time as you want. Ready?
On your marks. Get set.
The first one and the second. By the way, if you've enjoyed creating your own dialogues and examples, definitely watch another series that we've got on this channel, which is 100 most common English words. There will be plenty of opportunities for you to practice there and create your own examples. And one more thing before we finish, as you've seen in the title, this video is about introducing yourself and other people. We will get to introducing other people, no worries. First, we just need to know how to introduce ourselves properly, right? Okay, fantastic, we made it. We've learned 16 new phrases used in introductions, right? So we talked about location and job. If you watch the first video as well, you will learn 30 phrases. Apart from coming back to the examples and to the dialogues we've had today, follow me on Instagram. You will find plenty of helpful information along with some fun facts about English language to keep your language fresh every single day. You can also find the teasers of my upcoming YouTube videos on Instagram, so make sure you stay tuned. It was great practicing with you today. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.